Another song I want to talk about is "Faded."
Yep.
Uh, yeah, like that song right there, because I've already been a fan of you, but like I actually forgot about that. I actually forgot about that song, and
But everybody forget. Everybody jumps over that one because people weren't ready for that one when I did it. But
but
now,
like
years later, Cass realized Russ is the one that did that too. Yeah, I
yeah,
set up the format, dude. You know
I
what I did
was
with that
back and
song, right?
I was like, oh, I remember this. I remember like
No,
like
no, but here's the thing with that song. Do you know what that song really did? Do you know what I did? We did with that song. All Canadian produced, song written. That's one thing I always did that song. But that group, people saw them as a pop group, but those guys were songwriters, man, and
yeah,
producers. They all wrote, produced, arranged their whole record themselves, man.
that's a
I
dope
didn't
song.
realize even at first. That's the reason why I did. I go, you guys did this? They're like, yeah. He's the writer. I'm the guy. Me and Trevor to this day. Trevor's a big artist now.
Yeah,
Everyone know Trevor. I gotta blow up Trevor, but Trevor still. Everyone know Trevor's still like, hey, and he's my boy actually. We're all friends to this day. So those are good guys. But yeah, man. So I turned that record down twice actually, and then it came back to me the third time. And when they came back the third time, they're like, for us, we got budget. We're signed to Universal in LA. We can get anybody. We could get from Will Smith to anybody. But we want a Canadian and we want you. And I had this rule of three. So if everything comes back to you three times, I do it. I turned it out twice, but then this was within a year and a half, 2 times. I said, why are you guys coming back to me? I don't do these records. Right?
man.
And I never really listened to it. And I said, you know what, guys? You guys are persistent. You came back 3 times. I go, did you guys, that's when I asked them that question. Did you guys write this? They go,
Yeah,
yeah, bro, we did everything. Listen to all our stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I started listening. I go, wow, this is actually a good record.
it
And
is.
you guys
It
just
is.
not, no US. They go, no. I said, you know, the only reason I'm doing this, I go, because you're Canadian. You guys wrote, did this all, whatever. And I actually re-listened to this song now clearly. And I think it's a really, really good song. And I always have Ruth, she always do this. And you came back to me on the third time. So that's how we did it. You know the funny with that song? You know we recorded that song? You never believe it. They flew me to LA. That was my first time in LA. I recorded it. And that's how I met Prince's engineer, Femi. He recorded that verse. Prince's, look in the back of every Prince record, you'll see Femi, man. That's his main engineer. And we did it in like 2 minutes out. I was in the studio. I got 3 hours, I swear to you. He was like, you thought he knew too. Like, wow. And I just hung and talked about Prince with him. So I got Prince stories I can't share, but I got real Prince stories. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, big up Femi if you watch it. Femi's a good dude, man. But yeah, so that's what that happened. And then we went into it. And that song became the backdrop. Because if you look, we were touring with Destiny's Child, Christina Aguilera, and we did the NSYNC tour for 3 months. And what came out after that? Justin Timberlake and T.I. Those guys were watching our show every night. They took the whole, like, not they took it, they were said like, yo, you guys are, because those guys were live band. They play all the instruments too, you know, when you see them, right? They play everything, man. Those guys are amazing, man. So yeah, so that was great, man. That record was kind of scary to do first, but that was probably the best thing I did. And then I'm the first Canadian rapper in Billboard from that.
yo, fucking just yeah, like I love the fact you have so much history and this and you have so much great
Well, I
experience in
should say
music.
first rapper in Billboard. Let's say it right. I'm one of the first rappers that was like got that high in the charts in Billboard, and we were up to like, because people misquote things, and we were up to like number 7 on TRL, which was huge at that time, right? So